Hello students, today we will discuss how to write our science notebook. Here we are discussing about lesson number 4, measurement of matter. So before writing question answers, you should write some basic concepts, flow charts related to that lesson. So here first you have to write definition of matter, then physical classification of matter like this. Solid, liquid and gas, you know everything about these three things already you have studied, but Bose-Einstein condensate, small information is given like this. In the same way, plasma also small information is given. You can write some more extra information below if you want. So in this way you have to write first page. Now here space is less, we have to draw another flow chart. That's why I have intentionally kept this place blank, so you can utilize this space for writing something more about solid, liquid and gases, or Bose-Einstein condensate or plasma. Then second classification of matter is chemical classification of matter. So here this flow chart is already I have given in the videos, first video of this lesson, measurement of matter part 1. So this type of chart you can write, chemical classification of matter. Then Dalton's atomic theory. This Dalton atomic theory also I have given in the first part 1 slide. So this you have to write 4 postulates. There are various other postulates also, but these 4 are main, so I have written these 4. Then some definitions like atom, element, compound, valency, mole, cations, anions. These all things are also there in book, but I have found the definition and I have written in short. So in this way you have to write definition. Then first 20 elements, their name, atomic number, symbol and their atomic mass. This already I have explained you what is atomic mass and all. Here other important elements and their atomic masses are given: copper, zinc, chromium, mercury, bromine, iron. So their name, symbol and atomic masses are given, that you can write because this may be required for various calculation. Then textbook exercises question 1. You have to give examples of positive radicals, that is cations. So many examples are there. Out of these you can write 3 to 4. Then negative radicals, then basic radicals, composite radicals. Composite radicals are those which behave both like acid and base. According to different conditions, they behave sometimes like acid and sometimes they also behave like base. And these metals with variable valency, you can see copper is having +1 and +2 valency. I have explained that concept of variable valency in the previous videos. Here mercury is also having 2 valencies, +1 and +2, iron +2 and +3. Then bivalent acidic radicals are those which are having valency 2, that is 2 minus, means valency is 2. So charges doesn't matter, but this which is written, the numerical value which is written at the top is nothing but valency of that radical. So 2 minus means 2 is its valency. In the same way, trivalent basic radicals which are having 3 as their charge, 3 plus, minus or whatever. So here basic radicals always have plus charge. So here aluminum 3 plus, you can see wherever 3 number is there, it means that their valency is 3. So like this you have to write. Now question 2, write the symbols of following elements and the radicals obtained from them and indicate the charge on the radical. So here various elements are given, but I am writing on only 2, other all are homework. These are very simple. So mercury can have 2 valencies, +1 and +2. So their charge is +1 or +2. So they are having various valencies. So this +1 having +1 charge, here Hg +2 is having +2 charge. In the same way, potassium is only having +1 charge. So here charge is +1. So in this way you have to do other.